Our previous video showed you how to find the least common multiple of monomials. This time we're going to address the least common multiple of polynomials. The first one that we're going to do is 4a squared minus 12a minus 16. Finding the least common multiple involves, first of all, trying to see if the polynomial that you have here can be factored. There is a common factor of 4 in each of our three different monomials here. So we can say 4 times a squared minus 3a minus 4. If you do the math, if you do the multiplication back the other way, you'll see you get back where you started. So we've taken each term and found that each term had a common factor of 4 in it. At this point, you look at what's in your parentheses. Can it be factored? It turns out that it can. A squared minus 3a minus 4 is going to factor into a minus 4 times a plus 1. And you've all gotten previous directions, examples, etc., on how to come up with those factors. And there are 2 or 3 different methods that we have all used. The second polynomial that we're going to use here is a to the third minus 9a squared plus 20a. Again, we're going to look for a common factor that might occur in each of these. This time we will see that each term has an a in it. So I'm going to take an a out. That's going to leave me with a squared in the first term minus 9a for our second term plus 20. And here again, as I said earlier, there are multiple ways that you've been taught to factor this polynomial, and you should do the method that works best for you. But we know that there will be 2 negative signs here. We know that we're going to have an a in the beginning, and we need factors of 20 that will add up this time to give us 9. And that happens to be 4 and 5. So here we are. We have the factors of the first polynomial right here, and we have the factors of the second one right here. In order to find least common multiple, what we are looking for is what occurs in both of these. What is it that we need to make something that will work for both of them? A big enough number they can both go into it. So first of all, I guess you can see that we're going to definitely need a 4. So here's our 4. We are also going to need an a right here. So we're going to include our a. Another factor that is in both of these is a minus 4. So we're going to need 1 a minus 4. Then we have this a plus 1 here by itself. Well, if we want a number big enough for the blue check and the red check to go into, we're going to have to include that a plus 1. So that's in there. The next thing that we have to look at is we have an a minus 5. It is not in both of them, but it is absolutely necessary that we use it if we want a number big enough that both of these will go into. So at this point, 4a times a minus 1 times a plus 1 times a minus 5 makes up your least common multiple for this polynomial and this polynomial. We did it by factoring.